Most people think God's blessings only arrive when something big happens. A promotion at work, a new house, a miracle that changes everything overnight. We pray for the breakthrough, wait for the big moment, and believe that's when we'll finally know God has been good to us. But what if we've been looking in the wrong direction this whole time? What if some of God's greatest blessings are so simple, so ordinary, that we've stopped noticing them completely? Today, I want to share 5 blessings that many people overlook every single day. And if you have even one of these in your life right now, then you are more blessed than you realize. Stay with me until the end, because the last blessing is the one that gives meaning to all the others. The first blessing is having peace in your heart. Not happiness, peace. Those are not the same thing. Happiness depends on circumstances. It's there when life is going well and disappears when things get hard. But peace is different. Peace stays even when everything around you feels uncertain. Look around at the world today. There are people with wealth, success, fame, and everything money can buy. Yet they can't sleep at night. Their minds are filled with anxiety, fear, and endless worries. They keep chasing more because they believe the next achievement will finally make them feel whole. But if you can sit quietly for a moment, take a deep breath, and feel calm inside, despite your problems, that is a blessing beyond measure. Maybe your life isn't perfect. Maybe you're still waiting for answers to your prayers. But if your heart knows even a little peace, don't take it for granted. There are people spending years searching for what you already have. That quiet feeling inside you, the one that reminds you everything will be okay somehow, is one of God's greatest gifts. The second blessing is having enough for today. We often focus so much on what we don't have that we forget to appreciate what we do have. Maybe your meal today wasn't expensive. Maybe your home isn't exactly what you dreamed of. Maybe you're still working toward your goals and wondering when life will get easier. But pause for a moment and think about this. You had food to eat. You had water to drink. You had a place to rest. Millions of people around the world are worried about basic needs that many of us never think twice about. There are families who don't know where their next meal will come from. There are people praying for the things you've already been given. This doesn't mean your struggles aren't real or that you shouldn't dream bigger. It simply means gratitude should exist alongside ambition. God has already provided for you in ways you may have forgotten to notice. Sometimes the blessings we call ordinary are actually the prayers someone else is desperately hoping for. The third blessing is having someone who truly cares about you. Think about your life for a moment. Is there at least one person you can call when things fall apart? One person who listens without judging you? One person who checks on you, remembers your name, and genuinely wants the best for you? If your answer is yes, then you have something incredibly valuable. We live in a world more connected than ever before, yet loneliness continues to grow. People have thousands of followers online, but no one to talk to when life gets difficult. Real relationships are rare. Having someone who stands by you during your worst moments is a blessing that money cannot buy. Maybe it's a parent, a sibling, a friend, a grandparent, or someone who has quietly supported you for years. Don't wait until they're gone to appreciate them. Tell them how much they mean to you. Protect that relationship. Make time for them. Because one genuine connection is worth more than 100 shallow conversations. The fourth blessing is waking up to another day. It sounds simple because we've experienced it so many times. But think about how extraordinary it really is. This morning, you opened your eyes. Your heart kept beating. Your lungs kept breathing. You were given another chance, another opportunity to grow, to learn, to love, to forgive, and to become the person God created you to be. None of us are guaranteed tomorrow. Every day is a gift we didn't earn and can never get back once it's gone. Yet so many people rush through their mornings, complaining about small inconveniences, without realizing how precious life truly is. The fact that you're here right now means your story isn't over. God still has plans for you. There are still people you're meant to encourage, lessons you're meant to learn, and moments of joy waiting for you in the future. No matter how difficult your life feels right now, remember this. If you woke up today, God isn't finished with you yet. The fifth blessing is having the ability to grow through difficult seasons. Nobody enjoys hardship. Nobody asks for pain, disappointment, or failure. But when you look back at your life, you'll often realize that your hardest moments taught you your most valuable lessons. The struggles you survived made you stronger. The heartbreaks taught you compassion. The failures taught you resilience. God doesn't waste your pain. Even in your darkest seasons, He's shaping you into someone wiser, stronger, and more prepared for what lies ahead. Right now, you might be facing challenges that feel impossible. You may wonder why things aren't happening the way you hoped they would. But one day, you'll look back and understand that God was working in ways you couldn't see. Your current struggle is not the end of your story. It's part of your growth. The sixth blessing is having hope for the future. Hope is powerful because it keeps us moving forward, even when we can't see the whole path ahead. There will be moments when life feels uncertain, when your plans don't work out, and when you question whether things will ever improve. But as long as hope remains alive in your heart, you haven't lost everything. Hope is what helps you keep trying after you've failed. It's what gives you the courage to pray, even when answers seem delayed. It's what reminds you that difficult seasons don't last forever. God often works in silence. Just because you can't see Him moving doesn't mean He isn't preparing something good for your future. Hold on to hope. It may be the very thing that carries you through your hardest days. And finally, the seventh blessing, the one that gives meaning to every other blessing, is faith. Not perfect faith, not the kind that never doubts or struggles, just faith. The small voice inside you that still believes there's a purpose for your life. The part of you that keeps praying even after disappointment. The part of you that refuses to give up, even when everything feels uncertain. Faith changes the way you see your circumstances. It reminds you that your story is bigger than your current situation. It turns ordinary moments into reminders of God's presence. It helps you find purpose in pain and gratitude in difficult seasons. Even faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. If you still have faith today, no matter how small it feels, protect it, feed it, strengthen it. Because faith is the foundation that supports every other blessing in your life. So let's go back to where we started. Maybe you've been waiting for your blessings to look bigger, louder, and more obvious. Maybe you've been comparing your life to everyone else and wondering when your moment will come. But what if your greatest blessings are already here? Peace in your heart, food on your table, people who care about you, another day to live, the strength to grow through hardship, hope for tomorrow, and faith that keeps you moving forward. If you have even one of these things, you are more blessed than you know. Take a moment today to notice what you've been overlooking. Gratitude doesn't wait until everything is perfect. Gratitude recognizes what is already good. And when you begin to appreciate the blessings you already have, you'll realize God has been with you every step of the way. If this message touched your heart, type one word in the comments, blessed, and share this video with someone who needs to be reminded that God hasn't forgotten them. He never will.